Andrew Rasiej is the founder of TechPresident.com, a website that tracks the effect of the web on politics. Thank you for your time tonight, sir.
Great to be here.
This Hillary Clinton 1984 ad, can you tell, is it the work of a pro? Could he or she be tracked?
Well, they can't be tracked, but it's very clear that it's very professionally done. But the tools that are available to people, whether it's their laptops or their video cameras or access to massive troves of video content, really gives anybody the ability to create voter-generated content that will affect the 2008 election.
There was one among the fascinating technical aspects to this. The T-shirted woman who throws the hammer has now an Obama actual campaign logo on that shirt. The scene matches the original commercial perfectly. How technically sophisticated does that suggest this is?
Well, you know, digital manipulation on computers is a sophisticated professional task, but it's getting easier and easier to do. So whether it's done by a political professional or done by somebody who's an amateur, it's going to be very, very hard to tell, and there's no obligation by the person who posted this on YouTube to identify themselves personally.
We've already seen the pro-Hillary Clinton spin-off with Barack Obama as Big Brother getting the hammer. How should a professional campaign respond to all this? Is there any legal way to squelch any of it?
The best way that a political campaign can respond is to have a very savvy media operation themselves that can incorporate user or voter-generated video that's produced by supporters and then quickly respond to voter-generated video that might be attacking them. And this opens up an entirely new battlefield in the political landscape where the internet is no longer just an adjunct to the traditional campaign, but is an entirely separate landscape and a place to exchange barbs, with now the voter being a wild card in the mix.
If we wait for the politicians to get up to speed on that, in the interim, even if the interim is just the end of the week, is the response that I read from Senator Clinton the best bet to try to spin it in some way that it's slightly positive, or I'm not really worried about it?
I actually think that she did a very good job of sort of putting it in context, and I think that her campaign and her advisors recognize that this is going to continue throughout the campaign, and she's right to point out that a conversation is happening on the internet, and that if more people are drawn into it, and I think that anybody who sees this, even though it's clearly an attack, will recognize, you know, that attacks are part of politics, and it may not actually affect their vote. Obviously, if there's you know, only attack video and nothing positive on behalf of the senator, that might have a precipitous effect down the road. But I think you're going to start seeing the pro-Hillary videos coming. Maybe they won't get the same amount of traffic, but they are going to be distributed virally by individual voters on their own.
And as always, it will depend on how clever they are. Andrew Rasiej, the founder of TechPresident.com, great thanks for your perspective. Great thanks.
Thanks for having me.